Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yes, we're here, ready to go with a haul. My name is Kenny, and I'm here to say I hit the flea market today. I got a stack of books. You know, I had to look at all the shit that was in the boxes. I was obnoxious, all up in the pump, bumping them elbows. I said I gotta get to those. I need the Bronze Age. I need the silver. I will deliver the keys back to the crib. Put it on the wall. What up, y'all? Don't drop the ball. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Welcome to the Sunday stream. Welcome to VV, Varangian Vigilante, Don Dizzle himself, the Don. Good to see you. Don, have you received the package? Let a brother know. I hope you have. What up, JP? Well, you know, I will say that I do have a couple opening monologue items. Let me kick my AC on. Sorry, one sec, guys. A little warm in here. If you lay down with fleas, you get up with bangers. I like it. What up, Beta Ray? Yeah, man. Here's a little opening monologue item. Ready? Let's see if I can find it. I just saw something wild, dude. I came across something wild on the internet, and who knows? At this rate, this might be like a running theme on the Sunday show of let's check out what these comic creators are doing. Wild shit that the comic creators are saying. Last week we had, I think it was last week, the Tom King edition. The Tom King edition of that crazy shit he was saying about Jay Lee. This one's not as bad. That was like legit disgusting. This one's more funny. But check out this recent tweet from our boy Dan Slott. Okay, strap in for some cringe, man. One problem with Spidey's jokes over the years, a lot of them do not age well. Like all the fat-shaming jokes he made to Kingpin in Doc Ock. Or the joke he made to Bonesaw in the first Spider-Man movie. That was not good. Almost feel like it should come with a disclaimer. Wisecracking Spider-Man should come with a disclaimer. It's too hot for TV. It's too controversial. That is so funny, dude. To call out fat-shaming jokes about Kingpin. Oh, you mean like... So I think he's trying to say, like, if a murderous crime boss who has, like, completely corrupted, a straight-up villain, like, would not hesitate to kidnap and probably murder your Aunt May. If you get into a squabble with him, make sure. It's one thing to take him down, beat him up, take down his operation. But, hey, lay off with the fat jokes, dude. You know what I mean? Kingpins have feelings, too. That is hilarious. And I don't know what he said to Bonesaw in the first Spider-Man movie. Because that was Randy Savage. That was Macho Man's role. I don't remember him saying anything too. Um, I don't remember him saying anything too salty to Bonesaw. Who knows? Whatever it is, Randy Savage can take it, man. It just seems like, and I've never really. I don't know if this is normally how Dan Slott operates. I don't. I don't really follow his stuff, and I never really read. I know he's like a popular writer for Spider-Man. People like his Spider-Man run, and I think he had a Silver Surfer run that people dug. But dude, what the hell is this, man? Um, it's so funny. It's like this. It's like a competition for who can be the nicest person. You must be the nicest person in the world. No teasing, Kingpin. So I just thought that was funny. He was like, you know, when I look back on it, it's pretty offensive, the fat jokes that Spidey would make about Kingpin. It should come with a disclaimer. Like, what? That shit's pretty funny. What up, Mr. G? What up, Jaguar? Yeah, you know how I do, Mr. G. I'm just out here doing the good work, telling it like it is, man. Laughing at ridiculous tweets by these comic creators. Yo, Mr. G, nice new profile pic. I dig it. I dig it. Yo, what up, Mega Road? Did you receive? I know you were one of the packages that I sent out. I hope you received the package safely. Let me know. And shit, you know what? When I sent them out, I have the tracking number slip. I'm sorry about that. I gotta try to get better with that because I always have the packing slip and I always make sure I bring it home with me and I always keep them in the same spot in the event that there's never an issue. But sometimes I don't proactively send it to the people, and I can probably do better on that. So my apologies on that. But oh, you did good. Happy to hear that you received it. Good to see that. I watched a video about that Kingdom Comics put out earlier, where he was like giving some straight talk or his opinion on auctions, and I thought it was pretty interesting. You know, even though Kingdom in I don't always agree with everything he says, you know, but I will say that from what I've seen from him, you know, I don't know everyone's business, but from what I've seen, he seems to. I like that he goes about it pretty in a straightforward manner of like, that's my opinion. I don't think he's being like disrespectful to anybody. And he's like, yo, if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, you know, shoot me a message on IG. Let's talk about it. So I don't know. I like that kind of stuff sometimes when people are like commenting on the state of affairs. I think the biggest thing that I agree with on that it's not just an auction thing. I think it's just a thing that in the comic hobby is like when they talk about the value of a book, they go, dude, this book is going for $200 on eBay. And what they mean when they say this book is going for $200 is there's asking prices of whatever, $200 on eBay. And I'm like, dude, you cannot let. I had a buddy who always used to say that. I was like, dude, this book is going for this. This book is going for that because there's asking prices on eBay. Like, man, I put no stock in asking prices. Sold. What did it sell for? You know? Anyway. And I think it's common courtesy for when you're selling particularly CGC slab books, which have like a definitive GPA. I think it's good common courtesy when selling among the community CGC books. I always try to make a point to sell the book under GPA, you know. And there's a couple of the homies that I've bought slabs from and stuff. I like it when they do that, and I generally will, you know, do business with them. Like right off the bat, I can think of DS Comics and Geeks Aficionado, two guys. I think this year, I think that I bought slabs from, and they both say, yeah, the price is this, and when I go and check going rate, it's always below GPA, and I respect that. So that's it. Let's get to the haul, man. Let's get to the haul. So I went to the flea market today, right, and met up with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Bumped into Terry, our boy Terry from the community. We know him from YouTube. We know him from his IG page. I was just rolled up to a spot. I was like starting to look through a box, and I thought it was him, but you know how it is now. Everyone's wearing masks. So I was like, I think that's Terry. And then sure enough, when we locked eyes, I was like, yo, what up, dude? So that was cool. We hung out. As you can see, we walked away with some bangers, man. So that was cool. That was cool to bump into, because I don't bump into people that I know from the online community very often. Pretty seldom, especially just at like a local hunting ground. Like met up with Terry here. I bumped into Karate Kev, Superpower Review one time at an LCS, but that was cool. Here's what we got. What's up, Bill? Mr. Mag Musings, first edition. Good to see you. Let's go through this haul. This is a book that my man Terry slid for me. I noticed he was buying books off the student. He bought 2 copies of this, and I was like, man, he must like that book because he's buying 2 of them. And then he slid one my way, so that was cool. Nice little Miles Morales cover. Pretty nice. I feel like I had a pretty good hunt, man. I got to be honest. This is just a nice cover that I've been meaning to get, but I wasn't like in a rush to buy it. And you know what they say, man? I think there was some time where this book was going for even like above cover price, but you got to yeah, that's right, JP. Count that picture that I just showed as me showing a book. Boom, 12-minute mark. This book I think was going the Adi Granov variant. I think for a time it was going above cover price. But sometimes you just gotta wait, man. I think I paid like $1.50 for this. Yeah, it was $1.50. See, because he had it marked at $3 and he gave me half off. So $1.50, man, half cover price. Can't argue with that. This is a cover that, or a book rather. I remember seeing like pictures of it online. I'm like, man, that's a cool Superman cover. Yo, what up, Biggie? Glad you made it, dude. Check the perfect timing. I got one. I love this Superman cover. It's just so gnarly. The colors on it. Ominous message. Dig it. So I got some Superman. I got these couple books. These next 3 books are all books that I kind of got these because my boy Unruly Simeon kind of puts me onto stuff. Unruly Simeon in a lot of ways is, my sensei on a lot of stuff. And this is some heat that he put me onto. He's a big Warlord fan, so I picked up a couple Warlords. I've never read any Warlord, but look at this cover art, man. Cover art's fantastic, especially this one. I really dig that. Boom. Mike Grell. Oh shit, look at this. Dan Jurgens. So I think that's a Dan Jurgens cover, man. Not too shabby. It's got a Superman 3 movie sweepstakes in the corner. Bang. Yo, what did you say, Big? Let me go back. That's funny. I hope my shop don't ban me. I called the assistant a bitch. Well, I'm sure she deserved it, Big. You know, I bet you she had it coming. Sim has uh, Sim has infected my collection too, or affected my collection. Probably both. Um, what up, Splash Page? The Hunt Champ is here. Big Papa Runk, champion in the house. Oh, cool. Warlord's a good read. I think it's the best sword and sorcery title from DC. Legit. Legit. Yeah, take that, Heartburn Med. In this series that I'm almost done reading, guys. I only got maybe a couple issues left on the back of that trade of American Flag. I can't think of, I never really bump into American Flags in the wild. So I was happy to do it here. Some Howard Chaykin. He's just got great. I love his artwork, man. Cool cover. I don't know if this is a book that I'm like would try to collect the series. I think I might just go the trade route with this. But when I find a cool issue, I'm still gonna take it home. Yo, what up, Puff? Unruly has so much passion about what he collects. You want to find out what those books are all about. I agree. I think he's got good taste, man. He's a smart guy too. Just grabbed a little Unexpected. It's a nice little horror DC book. I mean, it was in the dollar bin, dude. I had to grab it. I gotta say, I had some nice dollar bin action today. It was like a couple $1-2 bins that I did okay. Like this one. I think this was dollar bin. That's a sick Red Hood cover, dude. I got one of the boxes in my collection is titled Batman Family. And that's where I put like Red Hood, Catwoman, some Batgirl stuff I have. So this is gonna go into my, Nightwing. So what do you call it? This is a dope Red Hood cover. Probably might be the coolest Red Hood cover I've seen. What, a samurai sword? Fire? Who did this cover? Oh, Philip Tan. Philip Tan. That's a dollar book pickup all day long, dude. All day long. Added that to the collection. What you know about that? Kraven's Last Hunt. This might be my favorite. This one is my favorite cover of the Kraven's Last Hunt series. I know a lot of people like the Mike Zeck with Spider-Man crawling out of the grave, and that is a cool one, and that's definitely my second favorite. But this is the one, the Ramita, Kraven on his grave with the black suit that he's about to rock. Oh, my bad. Oh, this is Zeck, right? I think I said Ramita. This is the one for me. Oh, nice. See, Biggie Shack concurs. Yeah, this is the one for me. One of the GOAT storylines. If it wasn't for this storyline, I wouldn't have dished out the money for my Kraven first appearance. And he wouldn't be a character that I dig so much. And shout out to Jaguar, who did a recent video about Kraven's Last Hunt. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to. It said Kraven's Last Hunt, psychological thriller in the title. And that's very accurately described. Because I like that kind of shit, psychological thrillers. That's why I love reading Batman stories, because there's a lot of that psychological thriller, kind of little dark, little edgy. And I think that's part of why Spider-Man's just not one of my favorite reads, not one of my favorite characters. But Kraven's Last Hunt was one of the few Spidey stories that I felt like had a nice psychological thriller vibe. It was a thinker, man. It was pretty hardcore. Spoiler alert, it ends in a suicide, man. So my favorite Spider-Man story by far. Yep, get my facts straight. I gotta mind my P's and Q's when the champ's around. Oh yeah, man. That's right. Macho Thanos, Randy Titan, right there. All right, let's keep it moving. Speaking of Spider-Man, this is another Spider-Man book I grabbed. Mirage, first appearance of Mirage. Because I remember I sold this book at one of the. I just put it in one of like those impromptu boxes that I did a few auctions ago. And I remember Biggie Shack being like, dude, that book, he kept on saying, like, dude, that book is fire. And I'm like, damn, maybe I am slacking on giving that book away. Maybe I should hang on to a copy of First Mirage. So I got one back, Biggie. I'm going to keep it in the collection. All right. We got a little Amazing Adventures #4, Inhumans and the Black Widow. Had to snag that up on the cheapy cheap. Early Black Widow. Issue #1 of this series is the first time that Black Widow has the black costume that we all know. So early Black Widow stuff. I know my man Metarog has this whole run of Amazing Adventures. So shout out to the great Roger. This one I bought a little 4-issue run of this of X-Men 92. X-Men 92, y'all. First off, fantastic cover, and I love that 90s X-Men team. I love the 90s X-Men designs. So I'm like, I haven't read an X-Men 92 issue yet, but I'm into it. This is a La Raza, Frank La Raza cover. So I think he does the artwork on the insides too. But I got 1 through 4 of X-Men 92. Yes, I do, Biggie. That book is going to be coming back from CGC this week, coming up. Very excited. I know it's going to be low grade, but I'm fingers crossed that it comes back a 2. That's what I'm hoping for that book, a 2 on my first appearance of Black Widow. But stay tuned for that. We'll be doing a CGC unveiling, unboxing. I haven't checked the app. I'm not going to check the app, so I'm going to be surprised on the grades. And I think DS Comics is going to join me because he helped me clean him up, press him up. So it'll be fun to have him weigh in on some of the conditions and the cleanup process. So that'll be a good one. I think it's the first time DS will be here on the Mighty 84 channel. So anyway, here's X-Men 92, 1 through 4. That was X-Force 92. Pretty sweet. And that is dope. It's like a fucking hodgepodge Sentinel dude with like 5 heads, 6 heads. That's an ill looking Sentinel dude. Oh, come back. No, I don't even think it can hit a 3.5, Biggie. You know why? Because one thing, like if you just look at it, it looks like a pretty presentable copy. It looks like a 3.5, a 4 even. But the spine is split like 3/4 of the way down, and the cover is like just hanging on with a staple. So when you have that much cover split, I don't think it's possible to get that high of a 3.5. Picked up some Batman back issues. These were all like dollar pickups, man, to just fill out that Batman box, fill out that Batman run. And they're in pretty nice shape too. This is Batman 443. Papow, Batman. I'm sorry, Detective Comics 517. I feel like I've seen this kind of cover before of like, I think there's an older issue of Batman where it's Batman coming through the door and you're looking at the back of him and Robin and Alfred are both like, holy shit, Batman. I got to figure out what book that is because I'm pretty sure this is like, this cover design has been swiped from another issue. Yeah, Jeffy Schultz. What's up, man? One love from Chicago. This one was cool. Detective Comics number 563. A Two-Face story with him like chiseling the shit out of some Batman stone statues to make half of his face look gnarly. That's pretty cool. That's a great cover image. I like it. I like it. All red monochromatic cover with, I think for a while I thought that was Ra's al Ghul. There's just something about his face that made me think Ra's al Ghul, but I don't think so because he got a bald head. I think it's a vampire type character or something. I'm gonna have to read that, but very striking cover, you know what I mean? This is a book that I already have, but I'm pretty sure this is a better condition. Like the other one I had was kind of beat, and I really dug this one. Pretty cool issue of Batman. Right there. Next up on the docket, I bought a whole 12-issue limited series. You know, found it on the cheap, and I got a feeling it might be a good thing to have. I'm talking Vision and the Scarlet Witch, 12-issue miniseries. All 12 issues. Number 3. Number 4. 5. 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Pretty cool Enchantress cover. Number 10. Number 11, Spidey cameo. There's a lot of cameos in this, looks like. And don't sleep on that number 12, which is, you know, a key issue from the run. Because I guess it's the last issue. See how it says birth? She gives birth to twins, you know, which I think go on to be, decades later. I think they go on to be Hulkling and Wiccan. Even though they're not named that in here, I think they just pop out 2 babies and that's it, and they move on. But, you know, still, that's what that's about. So I figured, you know what, that's kind of a cool book to have. I've been trying to keep my eye open for that. And I said, why don't I just grab the whole run? Maybe I'll give that a read. Featuring Wonder Man, who I like as a character, but, dude, Wonder Man sometimes has some whack costume designs. That's such a terrible costume. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, it was good seeing Thierry. I don't know if you guys were in here when I, boom, got up on my boy Thierry. You know, there's a spoiler alert. I did leave with 1 slab, and there it is. My boy Thierry walked away with that X-Men 94, man. Pretty cool. What's up, Geeks? Geeks is going to be on Comagores next episode. Yes, Scarlet Witch and Vision are indeed a couple. You've been training Geeks for Comagores. Oh, nice. You've been like, come on, champ. You know? That's what's up. I'll just cut straight to the slab since you saw it in the photo. Look at that. King size annual. Number 1, right? King size, yeah. Hulk annual number 1. It's the Ranko cover. goodness. I love this cover art, man. I'm not like a big fan of those when they put the image on the label, but the one that I have is a Hulk book, My Tales to Astonish, and they got this Hulk, Steranko Hulk image as the label thing. I'm like, I gotta do it because it's so classic. So now I'm all set with my Steranko Hulk covers. I'm good. I just needed this one, and I got the Foom. I got it handy. Bet. There's your two Hulk Steranko bangers. Right there. Yep, that's right, Red Maddows. Right here, man. Hell of a duo. Hell of a duo. Bang. I'm gonna put that right beside it, back there. Yes, Hulkling and Wiccan are the kids of, Vision and Scarlet Witch. Let's see, we just got a few more left, and then we'll get out of here. I got this many left. So, let's see. Came across the Batman 89. I didn't check if it's first print or not. Oh, it's second print. Right? I think it's a second print, right? Because it has the 2. If the last number on the barcode is a 2, I think that means it's second print. Whatever. $2. I'm going to grab it. I think Punchline's a cool character. I've read a couple things with Punchline, and I think she's pretty cool. I noticed, it's too bad that, the way that her spec was rolled out, the way people fiend to spec on it so hard and this and that, I think, tainted the character a little bit. I think people now, roll their eyes a little bit at Punchline. They're like, Punchline's whack. But I don't think it's anything with, her character that is whack. It's kind of cool. Because if you're going to take Harley away, because, Harley's independent woman now, and she's no longer Joker's sidekick. So that's been the case for, what feels like a decade or two. So I think it's interesting to be like, all right, well, what happens if Joker gets a new girl? Will Harley feel a little way about that? Will now there be, another clown chick that Harley can have, some kind of rivalry with? Da-da-da. I think it's a cool concept. So, I'm pro Punchline. I ain't going to be out here paying any kind of inflated price for her keys or first appearances or anything. I don't think there's really much investment value, but as a character, pretty cool. What you know about this, dude? I've never seen this. This is basically like a hip-hop variant. But it ain't the hip-hop variant with the black bars on it. This is like a Midtown Comics exclusive hip-hop variant because they're doing a Run the Jewels thing, It's I don't know, it's just so perfect, bro. For Punisher to be doing the gun hands is perfect. And for Doctor Strange to be holding the gold chain, considering he has that Eye of Agamotto gold chain that he rocks, perfect. It fit perfect. The cover looks perfect. Pretty fucking dope, man. I'd never seen no one with this. So come at me with your hip-hop variants, dude. I got a sleeper hip-hop variant that ain't even part of that shit. Run the Jewels, that's right. This next one, I've been looking for a copy of this. I don't really own any single issues from this run, but I got all the trades from the Rick Remender run. of Uncanny X-Force. This is one of my favorite, X-Men related runs of all time. It's fire. This is the run that made me a big Phantom X fan. Phantom X is my dude because of this run. What a dope team. And they all had like the gray and black suits, which I thought was cool. I think the team is cool. Wolverine, Deadpool, Psylocke, Phantom X, Archangel. That's legit. And it's just good writing. It's good shit. So I got the #1 issue of that in nice condition. Pretty cool. Yeah, thanks, Sam. This one, there's certain artists that when I see certain, like I'm always down to gobble up their covers, bro. And one of those dudes is Mark Brooks. I'm always trying to snag up Mark Brooks covers. And the other is my man Bruce Timm. And here's a Bruce Timm Adventures of the Mask cover. The Mask #1 by my dude Bruce Timm. I thought that was pretty nice. And I really didn't even pay nothing for that. Like, I bought the books. He gave me the price, and I'm like, all right, I'll take it. And I was like, hey, this book was like chilling right there, and I knew I wanted it. And I was just like, last minute, I was like, all right, that price works. I was like, can we just throw this one in? Same price, throw this in as a freebie. He was like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, bam, free Bruce Timm magic. Man, I've been hearing about Fear Agent lately. Speaking of Unruly Simeon would tell me about how Fear Agent is the bomb. Yeah, alrighty then. No, he doesn't say alrighty then. That's Ace Ventura. He says smoking. Smoking. Let's see. Speaking of hip hop variants, dude. $1. $1 hip hop variant, bro. And one of the best hip hop variants. Bam, 99 cents. I was happy to grab this. I was like, oh shit. When I saw this in that dollar bin, I was like, yes, please. It's in good condition, man. Ready to Shrink. Notorious B.I.G. homage with Ant-Man. Fantastic, dude. The Astonishing A.N.T. I mean, come on. I was pretty happy about that. Nice dollar bin pickup. Shit, these, what did I pay for these? I think I paid $5. I paid $5 a piece for these. And I'll do that all day long, bro. I'll do that all day long. So I got these 2 for $10. I was feeling that. Little Gwenpool. Shout out to Don Dizzle, who recently AOK'd my man Biggie a slab of this book. So, yeah, man. A couple of those. Just going to keep these tucked away. I know Biggie Shack has been preaching that you better stock up on your Gwenpool. So, I'm going to pay heed, man. I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen, and I'm going to put a couple of these aside and just see what happens. Because Biggie Shack said you want to tuck these away. Last book. Yeah, I know, Biggie. These are definitely some Biggie Shack, made me think of Biggie Shack. This last one is a book that I've been wanting to get for a minute. I just never got around to it. It was never one that I would find in the wild. And as a big John Buscema fan, I had to snag up that Strange Tales 150 First time John Buscema worked on Marvel. John Buscema does the pencils this shit. So the interior art is legit in this book. And, I think it's the first appearance of this chick, too. So there's a little bit of spec on that or something like that. I forget her name, but maybe it's Umar or whatever. No, I don't know. But I think they say that this chick in green might show up in the Doctor Strange, something like that. I've always respected this book as the first John Buscema in Marvel. I never really paid mind to whose first appearance it was, but bam, Strange Tales 150, first John Buscema. So there you have it. I'll just do a quick lightning round recap, and we'll get out of here. Easy as that. I got some shit to do. I'm working on a little project here in the garage. So for those who missed it, got my Bruce Timm, my Remender X-Force 1. Loving that. Oh, I didn't drop it. My 2 hip-hop variants. Punchline. What's up, Gretzky? I'm just going through lightning round recap of the haul. I got the Vision 1 through 12. One through 12, man. And it's with that key. That key. It's not. I don't think it's a big money key or anything, but birth. Scarlet Witch gives birth to Wiccan and Hulkling in this bitch. Some Batman. It's just some Batman run filler issues I needed. Thanks, Sam. He said you need more Punisher books. You're probably right. I do like collecting Punisher. More of the Batman stuff for the Batman collection. Just a cool X-Men 92, 1 through 4. Man. That was just kind of out of nostalgia. And it was like, they were $1 an issue. So you can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that for $1 a piece. Just some amazing adventures. First Mirage. My favorite Kraven's Last Hunt cover. Some fire dollar bin Philip Tan Red Hood cover artwork, bro. Love that shit. Red Hood looking like a badass out here with a katana sword. Kind of like my sword from, last week or two. I know my way around this fucking samurai sword, katana. Unexpected. American flag. Got some warlords, man. Shout out to Simeon. Fantastic Superman. 12 center. Addy Grandon variant. $1.50. And the Miles Morales, courtesy of Terry. Oh yeah, I did get this too. Just a Deadpool blank cover. Oh, and for you guys that didn't catch the very beginning, let me just show you this this tweet. I showed a tweet when I first came on, guys. Look at that. If you missed it, we had a good laugh at Dan Slott's expense here. One problem with Spidey's jokes over the years, a lot of them do not age well. Like all the fat-shaming jokes he's made to Kingpin and Doc Ock. Bro. that is so funny to me that he's like really trying to. Were you trying to cancel Spider-Man? Um, Almost it should come with a disclaimer, warning, warning. Spider-Man may tease a murderous crime lord who pumps drugs through the city and is a corrupt villain. He might tease that man with fat jokes, which makes Spider-Man the bad guy. Maybe all this time, Spider-Man has been the villain, and Kingpin has been the good guy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we've had it all wrong all this time. Or the in I don't know if any of you guys know, or the joke he makes to Bonesaw in the first Spider-Man movie. That's the Macho Man character. Bonesaw's ready. What joke did he make to Bonesaw that was so offensive? I can't even think of it. But that's hilarious. You know, some of these comic guys, they're just losing their mind out here in these streets, man. You know, Tom King made himself look like a fool last week. This isn't that bad. Like, he's not, you know, he didn't name someone of like, if he attached someone's name to this and was like, you know, Donnie Cates Spider-Man jokes are over the line with the fat shaming, then I'd be like, Dan Slott, you are a piece of human garbage. But he ain't going that far. He's just being like, I don't know, extra woke, I guess is the name. But that's such a funny take, though. What a funny take that is. You know, when you look back on it, Spider-Man and that fat shaming that he did to Kingpin was really wrong. I know he was a murderous gangster and all, and a crime lord, but still, he might be sensitive about his eating habits, okay? Oh, here we go. See, the champ has the intel. Oh, so Spider-Man made a gay joke in the Spider-Man movie against Randy Savage. Ah, interesting. What's up, Kachung? Cute outfit. Did your husband make that for you? Oh. I mean, that ain't a big deal. I guess I'll agree on that one. I guess I could see it's like, you could say it's bad taste, right? But you know what? You were about to, Kachung, you took the words kind of right out of my mouth. One thing that we need to remember, like, which I think is so funny when people go back and like, they'll go back like 20 years, something that somebody said 20, 25 years ago, like a racial joke or a misogynist joke or whatever. The jokes, like, they weren't an issue at that time, right? So you can only judge the comedian or the writer you have to judge them based on that time. Because in that time, it was socially acceptable. It was not pushing the envelope. So no one felt away then. So you can't go fast forward 20 years and like retroactively try to shit on someone. Because, for example, look at All in the Family, Archie Bunker. Archie Bunker, for the time, everyone just thought the show was funny. And he had a lot of like little racial jokes. People sometimes criticize that show of like, oh, it's a racist show, but they don't understand. Archie Bunker is the butt of the joke in that show. Like, yes, he is saying ignorant shit. He's the butt of the joke. You know what I mean? You laugh kind of at Archie Bunker. Anyway, but still, yes, you can't get away with that kind of humor today, but you can't flash back 30 years and critique stuff for not being appropriate, because for that time frame it was. You just gotta, as like the culture evolves and tweaks these things, then so does the comedy. So anyway, that's it. Um, oh shit, D. Don't go there. Those are blasphemous lies. Randy Savage never even spoke to Stephanie McMahon. Yeah, see, you're an automatic villain, Varangian, because you're German. Yeah, that's a good point. You can't, does Germany have a checkered past? Yes. Does that have anything to do with people of Germany today? No. Old news. Da, 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 da. That's right. People always changing. Just like Tupac said, changes. Mag Musings, Bill, 20 years from now, much of what we do and say now will be condemned by people with a new set of social norms. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And it would be ridiculous for to go back and try and like, I hope that 20 years from now, people will go back and make fun of this shit. You know, the way that like people will go back and look at shows like All in the Family and go, oh man, I can't believe I said that. Oh boy, it makes you cringe. I really genuinely hope that in 10, 20 years, these guys will look back. We'll all look back at tweets like this and go, oh my God, I can't believe I tweeted out. I can't believe I said that. That was so woke and stupid. I hope so. Because I don't even think woke is accurate. I think the real woke, to really be woke, is to separate like real discrimination and shit like that and jokes. You know what I mean? So that's the real woke, is understanding that people are not all fragile little butterflies, man. We don't have to. That's so funny. These fat shaming jokes of Kingpin will not age well. Anyway, that's it, man. I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Shout out to my man Terry. I had a good time with him at the flea market today, and I'll catch you guys on down the road, man. Till then, peace.